Sacco, it seemed like connectivity and checking were kind of the problems tonight.
I would say checking more so than being connected. I thought that. Listen, I think when you're in the situation that we're in right now, after 2 periods we had 9 shots on net. It's not enough. It's not the way that you're going to score in this league by overpassing and trying to make huge plays and play the too high risk of a game. So we need to be more direct in our game, number one. We need to start shooting more. I've talked about this, a number of times, and play off the shot more. We did it in the third, but too little too late at that point. But we need to have our commitment to checking needs to be better. Regardless of what's going on, we can check, we can protect the middle of the ice better than we have. So that's something that we're going to make sure that, down the stretch we put a focus on.
The opening of the game wasn't too bad, when it came out at the beginning of the game, but then it seemed like it was almost self-defeating, that it seemed to go downhill. So,
well, that's been a little bit of the storyline. We've shown up. We've been ready to play most games. Unfortunately, we don't have the stick-to-itiveness right now to make sure that we're playing the full 60 the right way. And we understand that regardless if you're missing players or not, we can still play a solid checking game and make it easier on us by defending the right way.
The fact that it snowballs and you can't get a foothold in these games, what does that signal to you about?
Well, I just think it's a frustrating time right now, more than anything. And I think that when you get down a few goals like we do, you start to try to play catch-up hockey, and you open yourself up for more mistakes, and that's the problem, right? And right now, I don't think that's conducive for our game right now, is opening it up when we're down 2 goals. I mean, second period they get a lucky goal there, hits one of our guys, so. But you still have to fight through that stuff. That's part of hockey, and it's a learning experience for a lot of the guys that are here right now too.
Gave up 6 goals, but that really doesn't tell the story of Korpisalo's game tonight. It seemed like he kept you and you.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair as far as I agree. I think Korpi, he made some big saves for us in the course of that game, so that's not an indictment on him for sure. He did his job tonight.
David, it seemed like you guys had a tough time connecting tonight, passes and the checking game was kind of off. Is that accurate?
Yeah, a little bit of disconnection, and that explains, the score. We a lot of disconnection and every goal almost started in the O zone. Lost the puck or unforced mistake, and then we are defending. So again, we talk about getting more shots after 2 periods. We had 9 shots again. So tough game.
David, is this the hardest stretch of your career since you've been in Boston?
Yeah.
How much of a factor is kind of a long road trip?
Yeah, this is, been in the league long enough, and this is one of the hardest trips, that you face during a season. It's long, and it's a lot of heavy teams you're playing, and you could see that in the games like Vegas, LA, they just rolled over us, and today was much different. We just don't play with the puck enough, and it's a lot of it our own doing, and not taking anything away from Anaheim, but they were better at every aspect of the game today, and that's too many times that happened this year. So it's really hard to find the words to try to fix it. It's game 73. We shouldn't even be standing and talking about the games that like this. This is kind of games that should happen first 10, maximum 15 games in the start of the season. Here we are, game 73. Tough time.
This is such a hard time for you, David. But to make sure that this is just temporary, that this doesn't extend, what do you guys have to focus on?
Well, we have 9 games left, and we have to leave it all out there, and it doesn't seem like it being the case the last couple of games. You still need to build something in this group, and be connected, and it's obviously early after game, so you don't want a lot of emotional talk, but we gotta be better than that and start building something here, because right now we have nothing.
Joonas, that stretch at the end of the second period, bad bounce, just kind of snowballed on you.
Yeah, I mean, those happen. I mean, weird bounce goes in. Even the second goal bounced somewhere and went in. And obviously the fourth one, I don't know if there's a hole in my pad or what happened, but, it's those things happen sometimes, and, you can't let it affect you. And of course, you don't want those to happen. But, yeah, today was one of those days.
I mean, you look at the box score and you gave up 6, but that wasn't kind of an indication of how you played because you made a lot of high-quality saves. Can you take something out of that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's some goals I want to take back, but just try to battle through it. So I tried to do today, and obviously gonna look at the video. What we as a collective can we do better, because this is day in day out the same stuff. So just trying to put everything you have out there. That's what we try to do right now.
Did Harkins ask for that fight?
Yeah.
Just felt like you owed it.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mean anything by the play that I caught him up high. My stick was too high, and he was in a vulnerable position, and I caught him. So, yeah, I owed it probably.
Was that your first fight at any pro level?
Yeah. Where I would say so. Yeah, been in a couple scrums, but that's probably the first official fight.
You have a streak going like this where things aren't going well. How do you get the attitude and come back strong?
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating right now, for sure. But, we just have to keep working as hard as we can every day. And, coming to the rink is a privilege, and we have to keep that mindset where, we come in and we be positive and we work as hard as we can to right the ship down the stretch here.
So it's just one of those nightmare shifts that you have when puck gets by you, goes in off your skate, and then you get the guy in the face with the stick.
Yeah, happens sometimes. That's the way it goes.